The best thing about being an options trader is it allows me to homeschool my children. It's important that I teach them the right way to think about the world as early as possible. Here's a picture my son made for me during his art class. I think it's beautiful.
Let's go into part two, which is going to be part two of how a trader looks at the Justin Fields situation. Now, what we talked about earlier was that we felt that the market for Justin Fields' services as a football player was illiquid. And what we meant by illiquid was that there were not a lot of buyers and sellers in a market for this particular person. And as a result, the Bears were struggling with being able to move Justin Fields off the Bears into a different situation. Now, a few days after we released that video, a few things happened in this particular market for Justin Fields. Now, let me give you some context. Russell Wilson, who was a quarterback that was playing for the Denver Broncos, was picked up by the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers had a quarterback named Kenny Pickett. Pickett was moved on Saturday morning to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now we have a situation to where the Pittsburgh Steelers no longer have a number 2 quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers then were willing to trade for Justin Fields. They gave up a 6th-round pick to acquire his contract for 2024 and acquire his option. So essentially, they picked up his rookie contract. Now the Steelers have a starter and they have a backup, and they're only going to probably pay them around $4.5 million a year to keep both of them in-house. Russell's on a 1-year deal. Justin Fields still has his $25 million rookie option if the Steelers decide to pick him up. This was a great trade for the Steelers because it allowed the Steelers to pick up a young quarterback that may have some ability. They're able to bring him on for a very low price point. They still have his rookie option that they can choose or not choose to re-sign him at that particular number. They can cut him after the end of this year and just walk away. And they're able to make sure that they have a decent quarterback room going into this new year. And one of the really benefits of their situation is that they don't have to pay Russell a lot of money this year because Denver's essentially going to pay the rest of his money to keep him off Denver. It's a real weird situation going on, but it's working for everybody. This is the benefit of understanding how to trade, is you understand valuing an asset, valuing the situation that you're in. When do I acquire the asset? If you understand, there was not a market for Fields until Pickett got moved out of Pittsburgh. Then the market opened up. Now the Bears had the ability to get rid of this guy because now it's starting to look very apparent that they're going to draft a quarterback in the draft. However, they could not find a market for this particular asset, which was Fields' contract, until something opened up somewhere where somebody needed a contract. And this is what you have to understand as a trader. You may be holding an asset, you may be holding a security, and the market may not really value it that much at that time. However, as things change, the value of what you're holding will change. Now, people say, well, the Bears, they only got a 6th-round pick for him. That's a great trade for the Steelers, but it's also a great trade for the Bears. The Bears are showing, as of right now things could change over time, the Bears may go get a left tackle at the number 1 overall pick, or they may trade out of that position. But what we're seeing with the Bears is because they added so many offensive skill pieces, we're believing that the Bears are going to draft a quarterback. And we don't believe that the Bears wanted to have Fields and a rookie quarterback at the same time. They want to clear that room out so the rookie quarterback that we think they're going to draft, he only has to worry about performing at a high level. He doesn't have to worry about, if I don't perform, I'm going to get replaced by the guy who was the starter last year. And this is done in football a lot, especially with quarterbacks. They'll clear the room out and let their guy have the whole room. And then everybody they bring in, they know that they're just there to back up. There's no chance that they're going to start. And that's what they do to kind of take pressure off that top pick. This is why you want to kind of understand how to trade and how to look at things like a trader, not just look at things like a sports fan. Because if you're ever in a position in your life, you're ever in a position from a professional standpoint where you have to make these type of decisions, you need to kind of understand the dynamics behind this type of decision making. This is a lot more complex, and it's not so complex you can't understand it, but it's more complex than just arguing over sports. Hope you got some value from it. David W. Williams, talk to you later.